Gotta start off with this because you know what? See, but anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the United Community. We're back again with another live stream. Today is kind of let me get this out. Today's kind of the weird day because it's today's a weird day because it's really nice to finally say that Jadon Sancho is a red. Jadon Sancho is a red baby. Facts. Like finally Jadon Sancho is announced as a Man United player. Really excited to see what he's about. Really excited to see how he's gonna play out. So finally, like we can call Jay Sancho now a Manchester United player because he's gonna wear the number 25 shirt, which was nobody mentioned number 25. Like which is really weird because like I thought he would get the number 16 shirt, really, not the number 7, because I thought Ole was gonna be too loyal to remove the number 7 shirt from Cavani, who broke the curse of the number 7 shirt. So but yeah, really happy for this deal to be done. I wasn't gonna talk about it, but like he's finally announced, so like we have to talk about it. We have to respect the man because he has no reason for what happened in the last year, probably. Like feel so happy finally to call Jadon Sancho a red now because yeah, buzzing, absolutely buzzing. We've got quotes as well from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is a young and exciting squad. This is from Jadon Sancho, sorry. Well, he said that this is a young, exciting squad. I know together. Liverpool just scored. I don't care. We can develop into something special to bring the success that the fans deserve. I'm looking forward to working with the manager and his coaching team to further develop my game. Hey, this, JS7 hopefully next season. Anyway, so that was from Sancho, and he came out and said also that I've always been grateful for Dortmund for giving him the opportunity. Although I always knew I would return to England one day, I had a chance to join Manchester United is the dream come true, and I just can't wait to perform in the Premier League. Okay, Sancho hyped for becoming Manchester United player, which, like, come on, how can you not love this badge? To be like, come on. So Solskjaer now comes out and says that his goals and assist records speak for themselves, and he will also bring tremendous pace, flair, and creativity to the team, which he speaks about as the United DNA. He also talked about, we all look forward to welcoming Jadon to the squad. We all know that. Old Trafford would give him the platform to help him. And Bruno Fernandes welcomed him. Everybody welcomed him. So really happy for Jadon Sancho to, you know what, I'm going to drop the link right now because I want to get your thoughts on Jadon Sancho. Then we're gonna move on with Rafa Varane. Because I just want this Sancho hype to come in, So I dropped in the link right here. StreamYard, big up JG. What up? So yeah, that's Jadon Sancho. Dropped in here the link. Jadon Sancho is now officially a Manchester United player. 2 + 5 = 7. Yeah, but I'm really happy for him. So let's talk about a Varane update from Romano because I'm gonna speak about this. Like, got bored of it because Varane. Varane, is just moves mad, because he I got bored of this deal really, like Jadon Sancho, but not as bored as Jadon Sancho. I feel like he'll be announced around 2 weeks, 2 weeks probably. So I think it'll be really interesting. So Andy Mitten and the athletic journalists are saying like, Varane hasn't agreed personal terms, while Romano comes up straight away and says like, oh no, it's completely false, and like no, they agree personal terms and there aren't any issues. So it's kind of, it would be really interesting to see how this pans out. But we've got someone regular as always, our pal Crystal Palace fan.
Yo, can you hear me?
What up, man? How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. I won't be long. Well, obviously, like I say, got to get the girls to bed and that. But I thought I'd mention
Yeah,
jump in this time around.
yeah.
Thoughts on Sancho signing? I guess it was always happening. To be fair, it's a year too late. Um,
Boring
but
as hell.
it's a year too late. However, it's a great signing. He's a fantastic player, to be honest. He's going to offer you that balance that you've missed on the right hand side. It will alleviate the pressure from Wan-Bissaka because at least Sancho can go on the outside. Because obviously where you've had like Greenwood, he'll cut in, and then Wan-Bissaka will have to be the outlet in a sense. He may not need to worry about that so much this season. So, and all in all, yeah, I think a fantastic signing for you guys.
Yeah, well, from you being a Crystal Palace fan, knowing more about Aaron Bissaka, like, how do you think Aaron will develop his game? Because, like, what is he gonna become more attacking this season?
You know what? Obviously, when he played for us, most of his game was focused on defending, and that's his best attribute.
Yeah,
Obviously, moving to a club like Manchester United, where the ethos is about attacking, he's had to learn very quickly how to do that. And to be fair to him, he's done a lot better this year in going forward. It's not the finished article. No way is he the finished article going forward. However, considering how he was just
whoop.
the
Yeah,
apologies, like the wife was calling.
yeah, no problem. No, go, just go to your thing, man. Come on later, like, do your thing, man. Yeah, he's moving mad right now. No. Get him the hell out of here now. Got some another one. Like, I don't know what's wrong with with Rich, man.
Oh man, Rich,
My
what are you
pal,
doing, man? Get
my
out of
pal.
here! No, what's up, man?
How are you doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good, man. Caught me at a
Bored
good
of the
time.
Jadon Sancho deal.
What's up?
Bored of the Jadon Sancho deal.
Oh man, it was it's kind of weird for me following this deal as an American who's first time diving into like the European football, like politics and the signings and stuff, and I was just like, part of me was just like, oh, they said he was signed the other day. What's the big deal? And everybody's like announced that. I was like, but they said it was good. Romano said it was good. So it was a little different for me because it was like I thought we were good, but I guess I figured out that it wasn't good until they announced Manchester United officially announced him and showed him signing the contract or whatnot. But no, I was excited. I've already like I feel like my excitement already peaked when we confirmed the signing the first time. Like now
Yeah.
I'm like locked in on Varane right now, to be honest. Like as far as the Sancho thing, I've been already like I feel like we signed and it like I got my feelings hurt last year when we didn't sign him, and so like already got excited again. We signed him and then we went down. Just I was just curious about the jersey number, to be honest, and that's funny because I've seen some bootleg Sancho jerseys already with sevens on the back, so they'll have to hold on. They'll have to hold on to that for a year. But to Rich's point, what he was saying though, I think having a true winger, and Sancho will help out a ton. Will help out Wan-Bissaka a ton. I think he's he should take a step forward this year. Whether or not we get a right back in Trippier or anyone else, I think we're going to see some stuff out of Wan-Bissaka. I see this a lot in from my perspective from American football. Like something will happen in the off season and those guys will just come back. Like he got snubbed in the English national team and got Trippier made it there, and then now your team's trying to go get Trippier. Like hopefully Aaron's going to be freaking like fired up this year to like go tear it up. And then plus God willing, we get Varane, like maybe he won't get sucked in because a lot of our goals we gave up, he was sucked in trying to cover for Lindelof. And so maybe he'll stop getting sucked in for, yeah. So
you saw Real Madrid's tweet.
Oh, I missed it. Well, he had to show up for training today. But
people making a problem out of it. I don't see a problem really.
Thank you guys so much. And, man, shout out to my team.
Wait, what? What's going on? Opening a video by accident. So what I was saying, like people make a problem out of it, but I don't see a problem because like the guy's respectful to the club that he grew up in. So like I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, it's gonna be a complete danger. Like Varane. So this is what Romano said, because I didn't touch on what Romano said. Romano said that Rafa Varane will be respectful to the club and will not force himself out. He wants this move, but he will not force it. He will leave it to the two clubs to agree a fee for Rafa Varane. But he wants this Premier League experience, and he's almost like he came out literally this morning and saying like they're almost agreeing personal terms. So I don't see any issues in that.
Exactly. I'm like 95% sure it's going to happen. It's going to suck if it doesn't. But I literally think that Manchester United might just be like bullshitting to save like $5 million. Excuse my language. They, like they might save like $5 or $10 million if like, if we like try to haggle this deal. Like this is one of those things I'm feeling like, we're getting to sign some players in the COVID market where a lot of players are cheaper. Teams need money. Real Madrid needs money. They don't feel like they could pay Varane what he wants to be paid. I think if I heard correctly, we're going to pay him double what they offered him.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, man, I think we need to take advantage. Like you got to strike when the iron's like hot. Like stock trading, like the American stock market. Like I just got into that during COVID because my friends called me up. They're like, hey, because of COVID, all of the stock prices are dropping. So go in now and buy it. And then as the vaccine comes out, you're going to make money. And I feel like it's the same thing with the player market. Like they should be doing everything they can to get these players on this discount. Because, in a couple of years, the prices are going to be back to that premium price, So, yeah, I think I feel real sure about Varane. Like, he's not like an attacker. It's not like Sancho. Like you worry about, like, oh, he hadn't scored a goal. Like he's playing defense. It's like a different game. I'm less worried about Varane. I've seen him play. He looks amazing. And, he's not going to like, oh, like if Sancho doesn't score in like 3 games or something, there's going to be that. Like he's just going to be back there taking care of business. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you think Rafa Varane and Sancho are enough, or do you think we need more?
We 100% need a CDM. That's what I think will be the biggest impact. Like I think with Sancho and Varane, I don't know if we can compete with. We'll be deeper, and maybe Ali will go to his bench more. We'll have more squad rotation, but unless we get a CDM or something like a CDM, like it's gonna be rough. I don't think we can surpass City, and I think it's gonna be rough with Chelsea and Liverpool, to be honest. Because we gotta do something about that midfield, man. Because like if Pogba walks and we don't do anything to replace that, like man, it's gonna be looking like McFred in the midfield. That's my worst. That's my worst. I don't want it to be McFred, man. Like I hope they stick with the 4-3. Like 4-3-3 idea, but it was taking Fred and McTominay 2 people to do the role of one CDM. So like, oh man, Maybe somebody will make a step up, man. Maybe Ollie got something in his bag of tricks. He got some in his bag of tricks, man, that can bring us out of there. But that'll like a CDM, like if Pogba walks, like a new CDM, uh uh Donnie and Bruno, like I'm okay with that midfield. CDM, Donnie, Bruno, we'll roll with it. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But yeah,
My theory is that, like, even if McFred play, I don't think it's gonna be as bad as last season, because now you have a strong back four. Like, you have literally one of the best back fours in Europe. Like, so, like, even if McFred like do a mispass or things like that, you have two center backs who complement each other and can
yeah,
get the ball quick. So I feel like the mistakes are gonna drop, but we need this next step. We need this league. So
exactly.
if the expectations of Man United of playing like McFred again, like, this is not a club being ambitious for the league. This club ambitious for being in the Champions League spot. So I feel like if like if their plans are not to win the league this season, then this is a shambles. But like, it's gonna work
Yeah,
because like you have Rafael Varane and Jadon Sancho. So hands down, you cannot drop out of this top five. Or if Oli bottles it, which I don't think he will, and if he gets the CDM, probably he would win the title, as I said many times, because I feel like he's the right man. Now his substitutions are controversial, but like, I think he could get us to the league. But on the midfield, like, down there, Goretzka to Man United, would you be happy with Goretzka?
absolutely. Yeah, I watched a lot of Bayern games this year, and yeah, man, he's tough. I like his attitude, the
Yeah,
aggressiveness, and I would uh I would love to see him. I don't know if that's gonna they were planning for like next year for that to happen. Because I heard they offered him a salary. I read that somewhere. So
yeah,
for like next year, if
Mr. Folk.
he
Yeah,
yeah. So I'm not sure if that's for next year or this year, but if it's this year, like I am 100% behind that. Next year it's good too, obviously, but like if they're trying to make a move now, like if they can pull some cash out of someone. I don't know what the cash flow situation looks like. We hadn't offloaded any players. That's a worry of mine. But my biggest worry at the beginning of the transfer window was them not looking even like they at the beginning of the window, they weren't even talking about a midfielder. And now we've been rumored with several midfielders. So that lets me know, like you kind of afraid of, like, are they not going to address this at all? So I mean, I have hope because they are actually addressing this. And bro, if we could get Goretzka, like I would be, yeah, I'd be thrilled. I would be excited.
I, I call him and Kimmich, like the German Roy Keane. Their
Yeah,
attitude is just madness, and like, if Oli does the same excuse of like, oh, he needs physicality, the guy is like, I don't know, like, guys, his body is just a madness, and
yeah,
he's really strong, and really like his attitude. Like, I would bring him only because of attitude. I won't bring him even with his qualities. His qualities are madness, like tenacious on the ball, tenacious in tackles,
yeah.
um, can bring the ball from back to the front, even though he's not a CDM. So like, the guy, he would really fit Manchester United, and he would, and only because of his attitude, I think we could take this next step. You're
Yeah.
gonna have the likes of Goretzka, Varane, gonna have one of the best left backs. You're gonna have Cavani.
He's
So
relatively young too. He's only like 25, I think. 25 or
yeah,
26.
24.
Like, yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's
so
just
it's perfect. And I like that him as like a actual like CDM because like I would be thrilled to looks like we might not be getting Camavinga. I'll be thrilled to have Camavinga, but I just didn't see him as like a everybody's talking like, yeah, we'll make him a CDM, but like I personally I see him as like a box to box guy who could maybe play that, but yeah, nah, I don't think so. We need so to address Rich, like we needed a CDM anyway. So we'll need somebody to replace Pogba, and we need that CDM that we needed to get in the first place. But no, we're definitely going to be losing something with Pogba. But the Pogba madness is like maybe I hadn't been in here long enough, but every time I bring up like, well, if he wants to leave, we offered him 350,000. If he wants to leave after we offered that, like let him leave. People every time I bring it up, like, well, he wants to leave, but you know what? Pogba's the best midfielder in the world, and he did this. I'm like, okay, but he wants to leave. Like, what you're saying doesn't mean anything if the player doesn't want to be here. Like, he could be, the greatest player of all time. It's gonna suck when we lose him. I want him to stay, but if he wants to leave, it doesn't matter what he's done.
My problem is Pogba's inconsistency.
Extremely inconsistent. Yeah, he's
yeah,
extremely
exactly. And we always say like on his day would be madness. Now this comment of the day, like this will be absolutely true. Like probably is true because he's German, loves Bayern Munich. So I agree with this comment. I feel like he might want to sign an extension. I feel like he's gonna do the same as Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, I don't think he until like we get some real Romano talk. Like I don't get excited about players coming. I'm saying I would love to have him. I 100% would love to have him, but I don't. Yeah, until Romano starts talking like some stuff and more journalists. Like, yeah, this guy's absolutely right, man. This is a good, like, when you're the biggest club in the, we might not be playing the best club in the world, but like I heard somebody say earlier, like we still are the biggest club in the world. So how are you going to get a contract extension? It almost don't matter who you play for. You say, hey, your agent leaks out to, your agent calls a reporter up and says, hey, such and such is interested in United, and now your club has to come back with a hell of an offer. So. Absolutely, man. But yeah, I don't have to stay up here all day, man, holding you up. I just want to drop in and give my little 2 cents and rant about everybody's obsessed with Pogba. Like you could, like me, I love Pogba, but if he's leaving, like, every time I ask, well, what if he wants to leave? People just start naming his accomplishments. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. He still wants to leave. That doesn't mean shit. At the end of the day if he wants to leave. So
also because his agent. Definitely able to be out,
bro. If he wanted to stay, I'd be his number one. I am a huge Pogba fan. Like if he wanted to stay, even though he's ups and downs, he could. I'd love him to stay. I want to see what he looks like in a new setup. And Flex was saying what I'm starting to believe. He might just run his contract out. We might get this one last year from him, man. And if we only got this year left, I think we'll have time to replace him properly, and we'll have time to go for a title shot. Make a run for the title while we still have Pogba and see what's next.
No, rich man, nah, bro. Just no. I can't do this.
This is my thing with like, okay, but like, what? So great players. So if they got like sucky teammates, like I don't know. I can't even go into like we can only go off of what we're seeing, like, well, he's awesome with France most of the time. Okay. Yeah. He had a mistake that caused the goal too, that they lost the game. Okay. That's fine. Whatever. He's playing extra content and stuff, but at the end of the day, like we can only work with what we got. And we work with what we had. We're building players around him, but you're doing the exact same thing I said, like, oh yeah, well Pogba, he's playing with these, he'll be amazing. Like he wants to leave. That argument means nothing to me because he wants to leave. Like you could argue whatever you want, he could be,
But bro, JG, I'm not gonna keep you on for so long because you've talked too much. Big up, man, for coming in as always. Yeah, speak to you later, man. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me on, bro.
So that's Jay. Now I want to hit this on this one because this one, like, I get this told too much. But Bruno, in the first 6 months that he came into Manchester United, the guy has been incredible. And do you know who he was incredible with? It was incredible with McTominay and Fred. Pogba wasn't fit. Pogba was never fit when Bruno came in. Pogba was only fit when he came after lockdown. So I don't despise nonsense of Bruno came, so Pogba became amazing. No. I feel like Bruno had the qualities to take this next team forward. Pogba's not irreplaceable. Last season we had to play him on left wing, as our midfield is unbalanced. Unless we sign a proper CDM, that problem still exists. It's better to cash in on him and buy a CDM, which I agree with 100%. And that's what I do, basically, because Akhil, like, you've been putting some mad comments, but Akhil, like, spot on, because I would, if Pogba leaves, I would, if they see him as a replacement for somebody, like, then replace him with a proper CDM. But if Pogba leaves, I think Van de Beek will really suit Man United. Really suit how Man United will play. Because remember this last game against Wolves, the guy was doing incredible things in pitch alongside an old Matic. So I think Van de Beek would do a great job if Pogba leaves, and we get more opportunities and show himself. And I would replace him with the Goretzka. Goretzka, I absolutely love Goretzka and Kimmich. I would bring Kimmich, to be fair. I think Kimmich is a more of CDM, but I would never reject Goretzka 100%. Now in the fact that he wants to leave, and his agent, his agent always makes issues. So I wouldn't have him in the club unless we get Erling Haaland. We'll see how it happens with Erling Haaland. Pogba never played in 10. Ask Bruno to play next to Fred or McTominay. What? Pogba's a box-to-box player. What are you on about? Pogba's a box-to-box player, and Bruno was playing alongside and half-fit Marcus Rashford, and Anthony Martial, who was at the time he was good, but like dropped off, and he was playing alongside a right winger who still hasn't developed, Greenwood, and Daniel James. Like, bro, he's a box-to-box player. You always make these things happen in the midfield. Like, I agree that he should have a specialist CDM, but no, I'm not buying this. No, I'm not buying this. I only just started building a better squad. Yeah, this is the best squad. I think this comment is a good comment, but I think that who would suit? I think Donny van de Beek would suit how Man United play. Now, I think his impact would be less than Pogba. Definitely, Pogba. I'll never doubt Pogba's quality, but I just don't like his attitude. Like, I'm saying, like, Goretzka would bring him because of his attitude, and he wouldn't come in, and I would let Pogba leave because of his attitude and inconsistency. So I don't know what you're on about, people. Like, Rich, bro. What is this? The guy's a box player, and he was playing the left wing as well alongside Bruno. So I don't know what you're on about, honestly. So yeah, just Pogba. If he commits to the club, then I would happily welcome him. But if he still wants to leave, then let him go. He won't play. Last 6 months, he will never play. But if, like, here's the question, right? Would you keep Pogba for a year and win a Premier League or a Champions League and let Pogba leave next summer and let him leave on a free? Because this is a hard question, and I would keep him and let him leave on free next summer, because I feel like he would be an important part of the squad. But if he wants to leave, then leave next season. Like, I think that his impact. This is the link, people. If you want to join in, get your opinion, come in, hit this link, talk about whatever you want, basically, on Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and your reaction to the Jadon Sancho first, because it's so disrespectful. So yeah, for me, I would keep Pogba for 1 year, and if he wins us things, then let him go, honestly. But like, we should put like how do you call it? We should, business equals business, Like, if you let someone leave on a free, then then you have to get someone on a free, basically. Like you've got Goretzka, you've got now Kamavinga, you've got those players on the free next season, and like you do business, you know. So it'd be really, really, really interesting to see how this Pogba thing goes. And if I would keep him, I would happily keep him. But if he commits to the club, disrespect Bruno gets from our own fan base so mad. Why do people find the need to compare our own players? You can big up a player without dissing the other one. This is the hardcore Man United fan, you know. Commenter of the day, basically. You can't let him go on a free because it doesn't guarantee he's committed next season. Cash in on Pogba and move on. And I agree with that. I agree with that. But Pogba's professional, you know. Like his agent came out before and said like he wants to leave, he wants to leave, and he stayed professional to the end of the season. Now this Pogba thing is gonna escalate throughout this week and next week. But I feel like Pogba should I forgot what I was talking about. I really forgot what he's talking about. 50 mil or CL, I take it. Yeah, I would take it as well. You know, I really miss Man United winning trophies. I haven't seen Man United winning trophies. You know, apart from the Europa League, I haven't seen them win Premier League or Champions. I was a late one, you know, and I've been put through hell. You know, never doubted Rich like. He's not comparing like Akel. I get your point, but he's not comparing, but he's talking about like the impact of Pogba and impact of Bruno together, but which I don't agree. Like I agree that they make more impact together, but I think like Bruno has done more in a year and a half than Pogba had in 5 years. So never come and tell me like if Bruno was alone, like Bruno's literally alone. He's got a shit, not a shit, like a bad holding midfielders behind him, which makes his job even more tougher because he drops back to get the ball, then he plays the ball forward. So I think Bruno's job is tough, you know, because of midfielders and the crap midfielders that he has. So yeah. I hope just Pogba with Bruno and proper midfielder. You know, oh, that would be really, 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 really decent. So Collins, anybody wants to come in? I'm gonna be live for extra few minutes. Gonna go to sit with the fam. So this is the link. Anybody want to come in? Share the video. This is the link to come in and talk like how Eagle Eye Football people subscribe to Eagle Eye Football. You know, this guy, Crystal Palace fan, mad content. You know, please subscribe to him. Loads of contents with me and Eagle Eye Football coming through. But just gonna put on the link. Yeah, gonna be live here for a few minutes. Sancho is a red, definitely. Collins. Yeah. So we've spoken about Goretzka. I forgot to speak about something, you know. Hold on. Gotta check Twitter. Because I missed the loan, you know. We did the loan deal, but I don't remember who. Like, it was what's his name? What's his name? Was Fish? Will Fish? Yeah. So Will Fish joined Stockport County on a season-long loan from Manchester United. Really happy with this. Not really happy. Like, who cares? Like, I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's gonna be first team quality player for Man United. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Like, go on, enjoy, express yourself. And yeah, and the women's team. Such a big disrespect, not to talk about the women's team. So Lauren James, who's the sister of Reece James, people don't know that, or people don't touch in on that. So Lauren James has left, went to Chelsea for a big amount of fees. We haven't talked about Pogba. God, no, let's talk about so gonna talk about this Sophie this women's team. So Sophie, who's a goalkeeper, signed for Man United. Welcome. And John Murto said Sophie is another fantastic signing and will strengthen the goalkeeping department at the club. As always, it's a great feeling for her to come at Manchester United. He also did another signing, but I can't remember who. I read like they did two signings, but I can't remember what's the other one. Or I can't find where's the other one basically. Can't find it. So they did two signings. One of them was Sophie, and she's a goalkeeper. And Lauren James has left. Went to Chelsea with her brother. Yeah. So that's it on the women's team. Now we haven't spoken about Pogba, which is an absolute disrespect, So where is it? Where is it? So the culture PSG have come out and said that there's a real distance between Manchester United and PSG about the valuation of Pogba. Definitely, because if Manchester United are gonna sell Paul Pogba, they're gonna sell him for high fees, and they're not gonna sell him for low fees. And if he's going, then probably Man United won't do the same mistake. So Sky Sports also came out and said like that Paul Pogba increasingly is unlikely to sign for Man United, sign a contract with Man United, and is aiming for the PSG interest. Talks between Pogba representatives and United failed to find a resolution, which I think is nonsense. Manchester United have been looking at alternative midfield targets, including Eduardo Camavinga and Leon Goretzka. So it would be really interesting to see how this pans out. But for me, Pogba, look, decide. It's gonna happen. Whatever happens, happens. To be honest, would I take Erling Haaland if it meant being with Riola again? Now, it's a tough one because look, I think that Erling Haaland will definitely. I would love Erling Haaland to come Manchester United. I think we'd have, like, imagine this: Erling Haaland, Greenwood, Jadon Sancho, Bruno, Rashford, Ahmad in a year. Danny James leaving finally. I can remember the attacking options, but this is basically the top. So I would definitely take Erling Haaland. But if it meant being with Riola, like, it's a tough one because I wouldn't take Riola. But if I'm being ruthless, we're gonna have to handle Erling Haaland. Like, so I think I wouldn't care about Riola coming in. Honestly, I would try not to care about Riola coming in. But if we get Erling Haaland, I'll be absolutely ecstatic. And they may be getting a new coach on the women's team. Yeah, they got a new coach. JG, my guy. And they got what's her name or what's his name? Mark Skinner has stepped down from his role as Orlando Pride head coach. AIM reports that he's in negotiations with Manchester United women's team. Now, breaking news. This is from 30 minutes ago from Summer Lockers. Manchester United have re-signed Paul McShane in player for role under 23s. Oh no, for God's sake. So yeah, this is Mark Skinner. He's in talks with he or she is talks in Man United. We're gonna see what happens with that. He. So it'll be really interesting to see how this pans out. But like women's team, as you said, Bridge there. been treated really, really, really poorly, and they need facilities. They need all the resources they can to play football and have the right to play football because it's their right. So yeah, people gotta go because I'm tired as hell. I'm gonna start training tomorrow. I've been training all day, even in vacation. So like, oh, Samad, yeah, I just read that out from the United Journal. We are United Journal and MUFC MPB. People, been really, really good show today. Really enjoyed it, as always. Please smash that like button, subscribe, share the video. Gonna do more. Gonna be doing more of content, because I'm gonna be traveling for a week, so probably there might be not any videos for a week. So I'm gonna try to like create more, even though my schedule is like uh, full as hell. So I'm gonna try to do my best. So yeah, people, just for that, shout out JG, subscribe to Eagle Eye Football, and Achel today was commenter of the day basically because I agree with every point he said. So yeah, gonna be done. Um, Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and yeah, see you guys. Man, congratulations, Jay, for the new job. We do your work, man. Congratulations on your job. And yeah, people, I've said a couple of times. So yeah, I speak to you all later. Thank you guys for watching. I'm tired as hell. So yeah, peace.